one of my slogans is be legendary. You know, I believe that everybody has the ability to become a legend. My name is Demetrius Douglas, and I'm the CEO and I'm the owner of Living Legend Clothing Line LLC. I want to give out a positive message. And so here we are today. Living Legend has been in Portland now for almost 3 years. I just want to give my vision on what I think, I think it looks good or looks a little better, or what I think that people may want to see. And people has embraced me, and I've just shown a lot of love. And we ship, and I've shipped in maybe 15 states. My thing is just be great, be the best that you can be, that you can get out of yourself, leave your mark on this world in a positive way, and you be a legend. And going with that state of mind that I'm gonna be the best. That's what legend is about. A way to give back, to put smiles on people's faces. You know what I'm saying? That brings joy to me, to my heart. I end up using it for toys for kids, giving them a new toy or a different toy to play with. You know what I'm saying? When they don't have any toys, I can keep them occupied and can put a smile on their face. And I also used it to buy clothes, and I donated some of my clothes. I bought some clothes, and we were able to clothe people. There's a shelter in Beaverton, Just Compassion. Just Compassion. I was able to feed the people there in Just Compassion. Anytime you have the opportunity to give something to a person in need, you know what I'm saying, you should give it. And I mean, like, the community service should be a part of your life. It should be a part of your life, and it helps you grow and matures you as a person. And I believe that, getting involved, we need everybody involved. Because at the end of the day, anybody can be homeless or live in a shelter. Nothing is permanent here. So you can be working at a Fortune 500 club, and a market can crash, or something can happen to the company, and you're down. It's about what you're gonna do. So I hope that, if everybody can get involved, you know what I'm saying, and put our issues and our prides to the side, and just give. Change society and what we wanted to be, what we wanted to look like. Be legendary. Be the best that you can be.
My name's Kate Anderley. I'm the director of Lewis & Clark Montessori Food Pantry.
I'm Judy Griffin, and I'm Kate's helper.
We have a drive-through pantry that people can come to. They stay in their cars. And we both feel pretty strongly about not doing any means testing and allowing people some choice. So we set it up where people drive through, and we have a box of dry goods, and then we give them choices from a couple categories. Being that it's rural and we're kind of tucked out of the way, and in the middle of the week is when we're operating, we allow folks to pick up for as many other families as they want to. I think with the fires that came through our area and COVID, it really brought a lot of people together that might not have interacted without those emergencies in the moment. It's really become apparent that there's a good community of people that want to participate and support people that are falling through the cracks or need an extra hand. I saw a post on Facebook from your group about the grant in December and decided to apply when it became available. We bought 20 $50 gift cards from Fred Meyer with the $1,000 you gave us. We gave a gift card to every third car in line to kind of spread it out through all the folks that came to see us.
Part of what keeps me eager and active in this whole process is how much people truly are thankful. You hear little stories that take 15 seconds to a minute and a half that you don't ever forget, of how appreciative they are of something that they've gotten that day. And I just feel like if we weren't there, you wonder what would be going on with that family, or that mom with 4 kids that doesn't know how she's going to make it. Almost every week you get one of those little thank you jabs. It just gives you that affirmation of knowing that you're doing something that really is meaningful.
We would like people to know if they want to donate to our food pantry, they can go to the Lewis and Clark Montessori Charter School website and make a donation on there and just flag it for the food pantry, and that is a huge benefit. And there's a phone number there too you can call if you're interested in joining us and volunteering, or if you want some information or want to send somebody our way to get some help. My name's Kate Anderly. I'm the director of Lewis and Clark Montessori Food Pantry.
I'm Judy Griffin, and I'm Kate's helper.
We have a drive-through pantry that people can come to. They stay in their cars. And we both feel pretty strongly about not doing any means testing and allowing people some choice. So we set it up where people drive through and we have a box of dry goods, and then we give them choices from a couple categories. Being that it's rural and we're kind of tucked out of the way and in the middle of the week is when we're operating, we allow folks to pick up for as many other families as they want to. I think with the fires that came through our area and COVID, it really brought a lot of people together that might not have interacted without those emergencies in the moment. It's really become apparent that there's a good community of people that want to participate and support people that are falling through the cracks or need an extra hand. I saw a post on Facebook from your group about the grant in December and decided to apply when it became available. We bought 20 $50 gift cards from Fred Meyer with the $1,000 you gave us. We gave a gift card to every third car in line to kind of spread it out through all the folks that came to see us.
Part of what keeps me eager and active in this whole process is how much people truly are thankful. You hear little stories that take 15 seconds to a minute and a half that you don't ever forget, of how appreciative they are of something that they've gotten that day. And I just feel like if we weren't there, you wonder what would be going on with that family or that mom with 4 kids that doesn't know how she's going to make it. Almost every week you get one of those little thank you jabs. It just gives you that affirmation of knowing that you're doing something that really is meaningful.
We would like people to know if they want to donate to our food pantry, they can go to the Lewis and Clark Montessori Charter School website and make a donation on there and just flag it for the food pantry, and that is a huge benefit. And there's a phone number there too you can call if you're interested in joining us and volunteering, or if you want some information or want to send somebody our way to get some help.
Hello, my name is Acia Spade. I am your National Miss Juneteenth. I was Miss Juneteenth Oregon. I went to go represent the state of Oregon. Now I'm Miss National Juneteenth. The Juneteenth organization is a nonprofit organization. We're basically here to help celebrate and spread awareness about Juneteenth. Juneteenth is now a federal holiday and is now, as of this year, a state holiday. So that's our job. That's what we're here for.
The great thing about the Juneteenth program is that it definitely embodies and helps our youth. It's now just not about the females either. It is for male and female from all different types of cultures, backgrounds. One of the biggest things that I can say that it done, even with her being in the program starting a few years back, it definitely gave her self-reflection. It definitely helped with her confidence. It definitely just done a lot of skill building, self-awareness things that I feel that these kids need. So it's definitely meeting the needs of our youth, and we're thankful for that. We're thankful to have a program like Juneteenth to do such. And I say this coming from a parent's view. Definitely invest in your kid with that time, the energy of making sure they're there. There's workshops, there's meetings, there's so many different things that are just so powerful and positive that as a parent, you want your kid to be a part of. It's not just an organization, this is a family.
I wouldn't say we don't have safe places, but Juneteenth is one that I know we do have here, at least in Oregon. It's a safe place.
People need Juneteenth, if for nothing else, it is definitely for the self-awareness, to know, you know, you have a culture of people that really don't even know why we celebrate Juneteenth or where it comes from. It all goes back to the enslaved people, but we were people before we were enslaved. So having that celebration actually brings it to where you're embodying the kings and queens and bringing it to life in a modern day sense. So I feel like it's something that in our history, in our youth, they definitely need. So it's very important.
Juneteenth isn't something our youth know about because it isn't taught in schools. So the only thing they were worried about, yeah, black people were slaves and Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks. That's the only thing they teach you at school about black history. So I feel like the Juneteenth organization or any Juneteenth organization around here, it is very important to reach out to your youth. If you don't learn it from your elders or your parents, you're probably not going to know about it. So it's very important to just reach out to kids everywhere. That's the goal, to spread awareness so you will know. So nobody will be just clueless. Nobody should just ask, what is Juneteenth?
These girls aren't just here to be pretty faces. They are actually in the streets, putting in the work, you know, helping the community, doing things that actually matter. So I think that that's something that's really important. I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea, like, oh, it's just a pageant. It's not even a pageant. It's actually a scholarship program. So the pageantry side of it is just a bonus where you get to dress up and have a little fun with it, but it's definitely important of knowing the knowledge and the education of Juneteenth. And something I feel that the community needs to know is just that. It's actually boots on the ground, putting in footwork, helping the community, and it's strong, it's thriving.
Everyone is welcome. It doesn't matter the color of your skin, it doesn't matter what you look like. Nobody should feel left out. Everyone is welcome, we're a family, and we're welcoming all of you. You're all welcome to join us and help us with the community. Like I said, our main goal is to spread awareness, and it starts with you. You can help us.
I'm Janine Shinoda. I am the site manager at Koinokai. One of the main things that we do is we serve a community lunch. So that is the main focus of our program. Alongside that, we also do activities around that, but our main focus is serving lunch to a mainly senior citizen Japanese population. The mission behind Koinokai and the community lunch program is to preserve and promote Japanese and Japanese American culture. And what it does actually is it facilitates a lot of generosity and a lot of community within the Japanese and Japanese American population here in Portland. I think that Koinokai is such a special place, and you'll kind of understand it once you walk through the doors. The type of food that we serve isn't restaurant food. It's home cooking. So even though it's at the scale of a restaurant, most of the food that you eat is something that you would find in a Japanese household. So that's really special. I also think that when people come, they'll get to see a slice of life that they don't see in everyday Portland, and I think it's really special. Any grant that you apply for, I think there's an opportunity to connect with another community. And I love communities supporting other communities. And so creating this network and connecting with Feed the Mass was an opportunity that I thought about when I was applying. The grant funds will be used for our weekly meals. So $1,000 goes towards 1 week of meals just in the raw food costs. There's so many ways to get involved with the Koinokai, not only by coming to eat lunch with us, which is one of the easiest ways, but you can also donate your time and volunteer, donate money, donate products. The Koinokai is, for me, a very special place, and what I enjoy most about my job is that I get to eat every every day. And the meals are amazing and delicious. And it's not just about the community we serve, but it's about the community that is formed through the volunteer work. And I think that's an important component of what a Koinokai is. Some people think it's just about the people who are eating there and the exchange of community there, but our volunteer community is so bonded and so strong, and it's just a wonderful place to be. That's our focus and the people that we are really trying to serve. But in addition to that, we are also serving anybody who's interested in Japanese culture. So if you are just interested to learn more about Japanese culture and Japanese food, then yes, please come and eat with us. If you are of mixed race, Asian descent, you're really interested in understanding more about what the Japanese community does in Portland, then yes, please come and eat with us.
My name is Reshonda Crisp, and I am the owner and creative designer of Gracious Teas Apparel and Literature. My organization advocates for all women. My purpose is to offer a safe place of getting women back on the road to healing and offering encouragement and inspiring them through my own personal experiences, and to provide the necessary tools for life-changing discovery through my apparel and my literature. Big areas of focus for women is for them to know their worth, for them to have self-love, for them to understand that they don't have to be alone. So many women suffer in silence, and it is my mission to reach as many women as I can, just to be that supportive person in their life. I began designing women's t-shirts within my own community after losing my mother in 2016. I noticed the need of how many women resonated with my message. So it gave me inspiration to branch out more and to keep building and creating a foundation. When I applied for the grant, I was thinking it was a great opportunity for sponsorship with my upcoming women's conference that I host twice annually, which is entitled the Queen Soiree. The Queen Soiree is a all women led conference. And I know that there is a need for this conference because it offers women to come together in a safe space. It's a place where we can come and share our journeys wherever we are right now. It's where we leave baggage. It's where we are treated with respect and dignity. There are women out here who have overcame obstacles, and they are here to tell their story and who are rooting for them. What excites me about doing the work that I do is the stories that I hear, the thank yous, the appreciation that I receive from women. So for me, that's my biggest gift, is just to share the importance of not giving up. So what I would like everyone to know about Gracious Teas is that the need is vital. There are so many women, again, suffering in silence, don't know where to begin, don't know how to reach out without judgment. And I want these women to understand that they're never alone, that they are not their mistakes, and it's okay to reach out and ask for help. You can attend my workshops. I post on my website. I have a tab on there, and I keep it updated with all of my future events. Sponsorship opportunities are definitely available. All you have to do is go to my website at graciousteas.com. So much more can be done if we all could come together.
is Michelle Week, and I am the farmer, owner, and operator of Husquiet Good Rain Farm. We focus on direct-to-consumer fresh vegetables, primarily through a community-supported agriculture program, and we primarily try to focus in on indigenous first foods of Turtle Island of North America. ACSA, a community-supported agriculture program, is essentially an old-school Kickstarter program. So folks get to purchase ahead of the season, and it is seed money to get the farm going. So quite literally, we use the money to buy seeds and irrigation and infrastructure and soil, all those things we need to do long before we have produce available to deliver back to folks. Reconnect cultural identities. So as someone who's Sinai, whose tribe was once considered extinct, and we are now no longer extinct, but are not a recognized tribe, we have lost a lot of our cultural resources, knowledge, language, stories, and our recipes and our foods. The Great Grieving Grant, we hope to accomplish through applying for it to be able to continue serving our mission of serving our community and making our food accessible. So making sure folks have access to CSAs who might not always have that financial resource to buy in early or to buy in at all, and make sure that we can still get them fresh local produce in a way that is convenient. We accept SNAP, food stamps, and we do payment plans, but we also do in-house fundraising for our own scholarship program and work with other groups like Feed the Mess to make that food available free of cost to the end consumer. So that's kind of our hope, is to make sure that we can still pay our farmers, me right now, but everyone who works with me seasonally, good livable wages too, but also make sure our food is still accessible to everybody. What really excites me and brought me to farming was just wanting to know more skills myself in food preservation and food access. I have also been on food stamps in the past, so I know that it can be kind of tricky to balance that budget and make sure that you can still eat local, organic, so sustainable foods while still consuming foods that keep you going through the rest of the day and the rest of the month. So just learning to grow those foods and having that skill set of growing foods, dehydrating foods, preserving foods, cooking meals, like those, all of those are different skill sets that kind of start to play into having access to good food. I love being able to watch the little plants grow from seed to ginormous jungle plants. Flavors are endless, but we get kind of boring sometimes in what is commercially available in mass. And supporting local farmers is how you get to reinvigorate that biodiversity locally and really allow someone to pursue growing maybe not the highest yielding food, but the most flavorful food or the more culturally important and relevant food.
I am Nanisha Myers, the owner and founder of Akasha Massage and Sakshi Holistic. Akasha Massage is primarily for massage, bodywork, creating an inclusive space as possible. And Sakshi Holistic is for Ayurvedic support and wellness. The primary focus is to create an inclusive space for everyone. Being a plus-size Black woman in America, it's almost a trifecta of oppression, if you will. So being able to create a space that I wish I had and that I'm actually able to enjoy with clients is the biggest reward and why I do what I do. Demographic that I try to target is definitely BIPOC, plus size, and differently abled folks. They are not represented. I don't think there's enough safe spaces, not alone safe, but also brave spaces for them to show up for themselves and to be seen. So those are the people that I'm targeting, truly. I love it all. I love having clients that have received body work for years or someone that's never experienced it before. having them like sit down and really feel what's going on with their body and try to put a name to it instead of being like, oh, my neck hurts. Like, okay, like let's go with the motions of the neck. Like, where do you feel it? And that's when it's really cool to see like their eyes like, huh, yeah, I didn't even notice that, or I didn't think about it. When I first applied for the grant, I was really hoping that it would accomplish opening the door to body work for BIPOC folks. So I have been, with the clients that I have already, been able to surprise some of my clients that reached out for body work but can't afford a session. And with this giving grant, I'm able to give away additional bodywork sessions. So if there's any way for people to support me, is by supporting themselves by getting bodywork through me and just being generous with tips, because it's ultimately going back into the community for support through bodywork. When I'm with whoever I'm with, I try to be there wholeheartedly. And I think everyone deserves that in some degree. There are people out here that look like you, that feel like you, that experience life similar to you. There's no way for us to experience it 100%, but that want to support you and that can, and just reach out. We're here, we're ready, whenever you are, no pressure.
My name is Kenyatta Sykes. I am the co-owner of PDX Sweet Spot.
I'm John Wyckoff, the other co-owner of PDX Sweet Spot.
We are an event space, primarily. We started because I have a business, a paint and sip business, and he has a business, and we were both looking for spaces, so we decided to collaborate. I said, hey, why not give others the opportunity to enjoy this great space also?
It's an amazing space. It's very versatile. We've had events in there from birthday parties to yoga classes to baby showers to networking meetings.
Hip hop showcases, you name it, we've probably had it there already. Networking is pretty much, our core audience that we're trying to reach right now, so that we can not only have business acquaintances, but also build friendships and relationships.
Create this community that we felt as transplants there was this void, and we're trying to fill this gap and really just be a cornerstone in this community and give people opportunity to utilize the space to whatever capacity they need to, whereas they might have not had that opportunity otherwise. So our intentions are to create a safe space for folks and to have a good time and to do some genuinely good work.
We heard about the Great Giving Grant from a colleague of ours. We want to create these events for our peers, and we can't always do them for free. We wound up using the grant funds to host our Christmas Day event. We had a total of 15 attendees. We used all Black vendors. I think that the need to see owners of color of an event space, I think it's needed. Wow, they own an event space. How'd they do that? It must cost them so much. I could never do that. Let me keep renting. But dreams came true.
We're here. We want people to know that, as she said earlier, there are Black-owned event spaces in Portland. There are safe spaces for people of color to host their events.
We are here. Mm-hmm. We are Black-owned. We have literally started from absolutely nothing with this business. We didn't know how we were going to get our deposit for this lease. We didn't know exactly how big we were going to go with it, but we did it, and others can do it too, and we are open to helping anyone and receiving help as well, because
this isn't just a two-person show. We're here for the community, and we just like to help in any way we can.